Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel, day 3. I'm gonna lose count at some stage. It'll get to like day 11 and I'll be like, day what am I on? Anyway, I'm just making myself a lemon juice. I have a lemon juice and hot water every morning. This is the mug cupboard, by the way, which you can see all my Starbucks mugs stacked in the corner there. I mean, this is a ridiculous amount of mugs. No one needs this many mugs, but still, I could use my Harry Potter mug. But I'm gonna go for Nashville. All the lemon juice out of that. Put in a little bit of cold water, like that, and then a little bit of boiling water, and there we go. So I have this every morning when I first wake up before I have a coffee. I don't fully know why. It's because my mum does it and my dad, and I think my brother Ben does it. I'm not sure if Luke does it, but my mum's always been like, do it, it's good for you. So it's just one of those things that I do. Also, doing Vlogvember, this is the day where it starts to get confusing, because currently, right now, I'm filming for day 1. I'll be editing today for day 2, whilst replying to comments for day 1 that I posted last night. So my brain is in 3 vlog modes. So I'm like replying to comments from day 1, editing day 2, filming day 3, and almost planning day 4. So my brain is like, what's going on? It's gonna be like this now all month. But yeah, thank you so much for the lovely comments on my first Vlogvember. By the time you see this, you'll have also seen day 2 Vlogvember. So again, very confusing. I'm sure you're confused as well. I also posted a members video on the day I posted day 1 of Vlogvember. Thank you so much for all of the lovely comments and support on that. You guys are like friends to me, and when you leave like, not just supportive comments, but comments of like your own advice and things like that, or that you have been through similar things, it's like, it's really comforting. So thank you for that. Anyway, you might have seen from another vlog just a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago, that was covered in beautiful leaves. Well, it doesn't last long. Winter is truly coming. I need to sort out this garden. That is something that we need to do. I need to de-weed, all these weeds are growing, and I need to mow the lawn. Guys, she is so funny. She sat there because she wants a cuddle, because every morning I come down and I sit and cuddle her on the sofa. You want a cuddle? Come on then. Come on. You want to sit on this sofa today? You're so cute. What did I do to deserve a lovely doggy like you? Yes. But my coffee is in there, so I can't sit down just yet. Okay. 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 Yep. Ah, you're so needy. But I love it. Right, let's open these curtains. I'm just interrupting to say, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, why not? Just click subscribe. It's free. It's easy. You literally just click subscribe, and that would really help me out. Thanks a lot. I'm just about to head out, guys, to a coffee shop to do some work. I was brushing my teeth and I keep on looking at our curtain rail and I'm like, why is it so wonky? I swear I didn't do it that wonky. Like all Victorian houses are a little bit wonky. So I remember when we did it, we either got it straight with the ceiling or straight with the window, because the window and the ceiling aren't exactly straight, because it's a Victorian house. And that's what I love about it, is the old houses, they're quirky and they're not like perfect. I love that. I was aware that we didn't get it perfect, but I was like, not that wonky. And then I just thought, let me just take a look at the fixture. It's hanging out of the wall, which is the same as this hook, which has caused me a blooming nightmare. As you can see, we used to have it there, then I moved it and it's still falling out the wall. I think it's something to do with this side of the wall, because this side is absolutely perfect. This side is completely firmly in. Up there is completely firmly in. So I don't think it's because I'm completely inept as a DIYer, because I've gotten one side correct, but the other side isn't. And I remember when I was drilling through that wall, it did feel different. So I don't know what's going on there. The curtain pole might fall down imminently. I have no idea how long it might last. We need to get someone, I'm gonna get my dad round, I think, and see if he can do something. I'm just so sick and tired of this weather, y'all. When I first sat out of the front door, I was like, oh, I'm glad I've got a coat. 5 minutes later, I'm sweating. I'm gonna have to take it off and carry it. All right, here we go, guys. I've got an oat flat white, a Diet Coke, my laptop, my earphones, and a nice view. So let's do some work. Guys, I'm gonna have a look inside the charity shops, just for a little peruse. Of course, I've come straight to the books. Keegan loves caramel, so maybe I should get him that. This this charity shop has some old books. Let's go inside. This looks quite fun. There's quite a few DIY books here. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Well, that was fun. Do you know what? I am quite pathetic because on the way down I wanted to have a look in those shops, and I don't know if anyone else does this, but I walk past and I'm like, no, it's too embarrassing to go in there. Like, oh, they're gonna think that I'm just some youth who's gonna steal things, or like, I don't know, I just make up all these excuses in my head why not to go in somewhere. It's either too embarrassing, or they don't want me in there, or all these weird things. So after sitting in Cafe Nero and doing some work, I was like, no, Joel, if you want to go in the shop, go in the shop. Does anyone else do that, or is it literally just me? Because I frequently don't go into shops because I get embarrassed unless I really need to go in. So yeah, I think if I need to go in to buy something, obviously I don't get that feeling, but if it's just, oh, I just want to have a look, I feel the pressure of like, you can't just look, you've got to go in and buy. Anyway, from the first shop I did buy that self-sabotage book, which was £2.50, and it looks brand new. It looks completely untouched, which I love. It makes me feel like I've got a bargain. And then yeah, in the second shop I bought this for £4.99. Inside it tells you how to put up stud walls, how to do plasterboard and drywall, how to like put in new fencing in your garden and things like that. Literally everything. It's like a bible of DIY stuff. So I figured that would be helpful, particularly for when I get my first investment property. I want to be learning how to do these things. I basically want to be the type of property investor that is really, really hands-on. Like, I want to, I know it won't always be possible because there's some jobs I can't do, but there's some people that I follow online that do stuff, and they're like, basically we do everything except things that could cause flooding or electrocution, aka they don't deal with electrics and they don't deal with plumbing. And I'm like, I'd love to get to that stage where I could do everything except those things. When I do get my first investment property, hopefully, you know, it won't be too much longer until I've saved up enough to do that, and then I can start sort of learning on the house and ripping things out, putting things in, etc. But yeah, that's long term. I know it's a bit of an uncertain time, particularly with property at the moment, but there's lots of landlords that are selling up their old properties because of these uncertain times, and property prices are dropping. So now is the time to take it, well, maybe not now, but very soon it will be the time to take advantage of that, which I plan on doing. Anyway, I left home 3 hours ago. It's time to get home and walk Ava. Oh, guys. It's a few hours later, guys, and I've just jumped in the car. I'm gonna head to the gym. I have my dipping belt. I haven't done pull-ups for such a long time, and I got to the stage, oh, got like a leaf in my head or something. I got to the stage where I was adding weight to my pull-ups, which was really cool. So I need to get back to that. Let's go, let's try and not scratch the curb this time. If you've seen that vlog, if you know, you know. Right, let's go. I'm in the exact same parking space as well. Guys, the trouble about winter, I don't know if any of you have this, when the sun starts setting, and I mean, it sets early in the UK, much earlier than for some people in the States. I know my American friends, when they would be here for the winter, like when I was at university, they'd be like, I can't believe it gets dark at 3 PM. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you get when you're this far north. But it's not dark at 3 PM at the moment, but it will get to that stage. But it starts getting dark about 3:30, 3:45, something like that. And when that happens, all I want to do is stay indoors. I don't want to go out. I'm like, it's dark, therefore I need to be indoors and not do anything. I can see that the sun is just like, it's just starting to set. It's not setting, but it's just, you know, gone that bit further. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be leaving the house. I had a nice walk with Ava. The thing is, to avoid burnout from me vlogging every day, I do need to allot some time where I'm not filming or I'm not thinking about work. So I decided not to take my camera with me on the dog walk with Ava, and then I came back and I watched a 20-minute YouTube video. And you know what? It's actually really difficult because I caught myself during that 20-minute YouTube video, about 3 minutes in, I was like, oh, let me just open another tab and just look at this thing, like a work thing. And I was like, no, Joel, sit and relax. And then about 5 minutes in, I went to pick up my phone. I actually picked up my phone and I was like, no, put your phone down, Joel, just sit and watch and relax. And it's really hard. I feel much better for it. I just need to factor in time where I can relax. And so do you guys. Make sure you're relaxing not always just working or picking up your phone and scrolling. Also, more motivational chat from me. I'm really not feeling the gym again today. I find that the more I go to the gym, the more motivated I am. The less I go, the less motivated I am. Because I haven't been going to the gym as much as I used to, I now find it is really hard to get the motivation. But I've realized I have to find a motivation that's bigger than it's just what I do. Habit really helps by going, like, it's so much in my routine. It's like brushing my teeth every morning and every evening. It's like I go to the gym. But when you're not feeling motivated, I almost feel like sometimes habit isn't enough to take you through. It's like I need to find my why again. And it's like, actually, right now, I want to lose some fat before Christmas. I think lots of people are in the same boat. We know Christmas is coming. For Americans, they've got Thanksgiving as well. It's all about food, and I want to enjoy myself and eat what I like during that period. Well, not Thanksgiving, but Christmas. So I'm like, what's my why? I'm like, I'm here today because I want to make progress with fat loss. Other days, it might change, and I'm like, I'm here today because I want to be muscular and I want to build muscle. Or some days I might be here because it's like, I want to be here because I just want to move my body, or, you know, whatever it is. Today, I'm like, it's fat loss. So there's some tips and tricks that I do for my fitness goals, which nobody asked for, but there you go. For the first time ever since living here, that's about 20 months I've lived here, and I have not been able to get a parking space on my road, on the road next to my road, or the road next to my road. So I'm parked like a full 3 to 4 minute walk away from my house, which is not a big deal, obviously. But the fact that the parking just keeps getting worse and worse and worse at my house. Are they issuing more and more permits? Because I pay to park, guys. In certain areas of London, mine included, you have no parking at your house, so you have to park on the street, and the streets are all permitted. So I have to pay about £200 a year for the privilege of parking on the street where I live. However, they clearly have issued so many permits that sometimes I don't get a space outside my house. Which is fine, because there's roads nearby that are very near, and that's okay. But this is the first time where I haven't been able to get parked anywhere near my house. Like, I'm parking outside mansions. I mean, I don't live in these mansions. That's how far away I'm parking. But never mind. Anyway, I'm just gonna go for a little walk now and stretch my legs, because I need the steps. It is now time to cook dinner. When I got back from the gym and my little walk, I obviously had a shower, and then I put these straight in the oven. This was aubergine that filled the tray, and it's gone nice and crispy now. It's coated in salt and garlic. To some people that would look too well done, but that's how I like it. But it's amazing how they shrink. But anyway, that was actually meant to be going in what I'm cooking now, but I might just have this as a little pre-dinner snack. I'm having vegetarian sausages, peppers, 2 peppers, all mixed in with these taco mixed beans. Very high in protein, very filling, so that's what I'm gonna do. Nothing much to update you on. I'll catch up with you after I've had dinner. Just lit a fire, guys. It is roaring, which is great, and I've lit a little incense stick as well. And I'm watching The Crown and having my dessert, which is a protein cookie. Are you good, Ava? You having fun? You know what, guys, I'm just gonna end today's vlog here because I'm just sat reading. I'm trying to finish off this book that I've been reading for the last few weeks called The Clockmaker's Wife, which I'm really enjoying. As you can see, I've not got much left, just that much left, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's getting me obsessed with, like, the World War period. Well, this was World War II, like Britain during the Blitz and stuff like that. I'm like low-key obsessed, so I want another book to do with the war, or not to do with the war, but set during the war. So if anyone has any recommendations, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm not really doing anything this evening. It's nearly 8 o'clock. Lucy's not home yet. I imagine she'll be home any moment now. And I've also read the first chapter of this, which I got from the charity shop today. I don't know if it's just because it's nighttime and I can't really focus on self-help this evening, like I'm tired. And so, you know, reading a story is nice, but reading self-help is a bit like, oh, I can't cope. But yeah, I found it hard to get into, but I think it will be good. I agree with all the principles that he's saying, so I will give that a go, but I kind of want to finish this first. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you're not a member on this channel and you'd like to become a member, then the VIP tier is the tier that gets the exclusive members only videos and the live streams, not the supporting tier. Because I've had some people join the supporting tier and go, why can't I see the exclusive videos? It should tell you underneath when you click on each tier, it will tell you what you get, but it's the VIP tier that gets all the videos and extra content and the live streams. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It's completely free. And I will see you next time. Bye.